Hi, my name is Conrad Hauptfleisch and I'm the Chief Operations Officer of Bryanston Organic and Natural Market. This market has been around for 36 years, but only in the last 5 or 6 years did we get to the point of developing a PGS to assure our smallholder farmers produce coming into the market. It was the first active PGS that came into being in South Africa, and we developed it according to the guidelines of IFOAM, as PGS was already quite well developed in other parts of the world by the time we started with it. And it's been very successful over the last number of years. There has been a good increase in the turnover of the people supplying through the PGS system. And the market has also benefited by having this PGS operational. It is quite different to some of the other PGS systems across the world in the way that it is market-driven more than producer-driven. It came to being because the market saw the need for it, and then we organized the producers, engaged with the producers, and then involved them in the PGS. So in that way, it has a different angle, but it is also very successful because it is so closely linked to a very good market. And that has made it a success story in the country. And if we now look at how it's happening around South Africa, a number of other PGS initiatives are being developed in other provinces, and there is the idea of networking these groups under a network called PGS South Africa. That at the moment is still very slow. There are some challenges in the country to get PGS going. Customer awareness is still quite low for the local market. We have an active local market, but many of our products are imported and therefore do not fall within a PGS or a fresh produce kind of environment in a short supply chain. And I think that is also a problem for Africa generally, and that is why PGS is also slow to take off in Africa, because most of the organic production is still aimed at third-party certification and export into our main trading partners like Europe and the US. But I think this model, as it was done here in Johannesburg at Bryanston Market, and the way it's being developed in other parts of the country, I think is a good start for PGS. The stall that I'm standing in here behind me, you can see the produce that have come from various parts of our province, from small growers, grower groups in rural areas, and even some urban farms that are very close to the market. And that is one of the ways that this PGS is quite different, the fact that we have a number of individual farmers quite close to the market, and then we have farmers that are in rural areas that are not that involved in our PGS. And I think for the future, what we can learn from other PGSs in the world is organizing groups in rural areas, creating social processes that will promote the growth of organic agriculture and the growth of PGS.